All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a couple of people out there just like you right there, just like me right here before I get going on this video. The amazing Jerome Mazza, Pinnacle Point, Symphony of Mind. Holy crap, Batman. Yeah, this is the real deal. An amazing album if you like progressive rock, if you like Kansas, obviously, but there are some other influences with Pinnacle Point. Maybe Deep Purple is in there. Just a great melodic and somewhat progressive rock album. And Jerome Mazza, one of the finest vocalists on the scene today, bar none. I mean, the guy is just incredible. Should be singing lead vocals for the band Kansas, but that's a whole other video. Speaking of progressive rock, E.L.P is getting back together again. And you're thinking, how can that possibly be? Well, they're calling it virtual E.L.P, but the marketing is still a bit creepy. There is a little poster here that I found on a website, classic rock website. It says, "Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends." No, just welcome back, my friends. E.L.P 50. It says the return of Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. Now, how do you do E.L.P without the E and without the L? Now, I understand it's difficult when the band is named after the individual members. You know, Phillips, Craig, and Dean. I don't know why I thought of those guys, but it's like three guys in a row, you know. There are other, I mean, Hall and Oates. You could just go down the list of different bands and groups, and when you lose a member, you know, it becomes a little difficult to continue the franchise. Well, thanks to technology, apparently, Carl Palmer, who is one amazing drummer, has decided to carry on. The story goes like this. E.L.P's sole surviving member, drummer Carl Palmer, will resurrect his old band with the help of modern technology for a new U.S. tour this fall. Palmer, in association with the estates of his late E.L.P bandmates, Keith Emerson, really can't replace Keith Emerson, Greg Lake, really can't replace Greg Lake, will launch the Welcome Back, My Friends, the return of Emerson, Lake, and Palmer tour on November 18th in Philadelphia. The trek will feature Palmer performing live on stage with his current group, E.L.P Legacy, flanked by two huge video screens where digital footage of Emerson and Lake playing in concert will be projected. Okay. About 5 years ago, I explored the idea, this is Carl Palmer here, of trying to reunite the band using digital holograms. We saw a few shows of other artists, but it did not seem like an honest approach. Then we realized the film we made of E.L.P's sold-out run at London's Royal Albert Hall in 1992 had everything we needed. We were able to use just the camera shots of Keith and Greg, with the sterling audio tracks of their performances, resulting in a combination of film and onstage performance that brings back the magic of E.L.P. Now, before I continue here, so why wouldn't you get a nice digital copy of that concert via DVD, go into your home entertainment room if you have one, plop that sucker into the disc player and let it rip, and sit down, have a couple of adult beverages, and enjoy the show. That's the way I would do it, instead of paying, you know, I don't know how much for tickets to go see this. The tour features 10 confirmed dates and is mapped out through a December the 3rd show in Akron, Ohio. More shows are expected to be announced soon. Tickets for the Welcome Back Friends tour are on sale now at carlpalmer.com. Now, let me just check into the ticket prices here. Look, folks, it's hard to replace those two guys, and it would be kind of silly to try to do that. I just don't think this is the best use of the legacy. But then again, people who want to see the show, right, will do this. They'll decide that, hey, this is a good idea. You know, I'm clicking on different websites here to find what the tickets might cost, and I'm getting some roadblocks here. I don't know if they've gone on sale here. Oh, they're telling you at one location here that face diapers are no longer needed. Well, isn't that great to know? I think this is in New Jersey. I just, there are certain parts of the country that I don't know, they just don't progress. All right, so I think I found some tickets here. Let me see if I can. Oh, okay. So orchestra starting at $60. Yeah. Okay. So for 2 tickets plus the fees and everything, you're probably looking right around $140 to see Carl Palmer and a screen that will have both Greg Lake and Keith Emerson on it. I don't know how you justify this. You know, I would rather see like an up and coming E.L.P tribute or something similar to that. No offense to E.L.P, but they don't have the deepest catalog. In other words, the songs are really good, but you have to be a real hardcore fan to enjoy E.L.P. You have to know, you know, their deeper album cuts, because otherwise you're really looking at a handful of songs that made it to radio, and they're all great, great songs. The E.L.P. Christmas song is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's just incredible. But I think the problem here is you're going to pay a lot of money to see one guy with his band on stage, and then screens of the other 2 guys maybe playing their parts using those instruments from the 1992 concert, because they gave it all away. It's from the 92 concert. So go back, find the 92 concert. Maybe it's not available on DVD or whatever. I would take that route because it's a little less expensive and it's less of a hassle getting to the arena, dealing with certain restrictions or protocols, which apparently here they've thankfully dropped them. No longer do you need this. Well, the concert's in November or December, so things could change by then, right? You know, there could be another outbreak of something, and then we lock everything down, or we restrict people, or we have to cancel, you know? Or what if somebody ends up in this entourage getting the thing, and then, you know, the concert gets canceled? Meanwhile, you could be at home enjoying the DVD from 92 with all 3 original members, probably hitting on all cylinders and enjoying a great show. Now, again, I'm a bit of a curmudgeon these days. Something really, really good has to be really close by for me to spend, you know, 130, 140 bucks on 2 tickets. Just saying. And most of the tickets these days for bands that are all together and intact are way more expensive. Try buying tickets for the stadium tour. In any event, people, this isn't really E.L.P. It's P, right? With some help from technology. That's what they say here in this article. With help from technology. And again, I guess if you really want a night out and there's nothing else to do and you've got disposable income and you're curious as to how this is all going to shake itself out, then maybe this would be a good investment for you. I don't know. For me, I think it's a little weird, not creepy, because it's not like they're using holograms. I think the holograms are really creepy, and I'm just not ready for that. I'm sorry. I know the metaverse is here, folks, but I don't plan on participating in the metaverse. What you should plan to do is get a copy of this, Pinnacle Point. Man, is this good. Jerome Mazza, who, if he ever goes out on tour live, will absolutely kill it. Here's the inside of this, Symphony of Mind. Again, if you're waiting for that new Kansas album to come out and you were a little disappointed, this right here, Pinnacle Point. And their first album, by the way, is really good. Winds of Change, Pinnacle Point. Just really a great idea. Somebody had to do it, and thank goodness Jerome Mazza decided to pay tribute to the sound that, you know, is pretty much non-existent on the radio these days, and that would be real good progressive rock. You don't hear a lot of E.L.P. on the radio today now, do you? And it's all just going down the memory hole. So you got to keep the music alive, and you do that with your own collection, your own playlist. I know, Spotify, it's just awesome, isn't it? Yeah. All right, people, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We need subscribers. We also need people over on Patreon supporting the channel. As the channel continues to grow, we would like to continue providing a lot of great content. And obviously, we have some folks over on Patreon who are very helpful to this channel in many different ways. And we thank those people for their news tips and their suggestions and for their good cheer and happiness. There's no hate, there's no negativity, and that's the way it ought to be. All right, folks, see you soon.